You're asking who I am or how I am? I don't know how to answer who are you. Who are you? Or, I mean, how are you? You tell me who you are. Oh, it's a joke about my name? Oh, okay. I can get on board that then. He died, man. He died. Isn't that the Who song? I'll be honest, I haven't played RimWorld in like 2 weeks. I've been so busy with other stuff. I don't remember what I was doing. Hey, moth flavored jam. What does that taste like? I never tasted a moth before. You haven't played in like a year? Did you just watch RimWorld on YouTube, or have you just gotten back into it? Yeah, I've been super busy the last... I played some Going Medieval, so it's not like I wasn't playing anything, but... I've been super busy. Don't have enough time right now. Probably dust. Oh, that's not that bad then. Wait, have you tasted a moth? You know what? That's too personal of a question. I'm sorry for asking. I take it back. Where's my robot? Oh, there he is. His friend. I recently learned that my monitor was not actually in 144 hertz. So I switched to 144 hertz, and now everything still looks so different. Kind of a dumb error, but... If you're a moth, why are you moth-flavored jam? Wouldn't that be murder? How do you make moth flavored jam without killing moths? This is slow Mechanitor start? No, this is Rich Explorer start. And I killed the Exostrider on the map. Not killed, sorry, destroyed. Oh, you're jam and you're moth flavored. Ah. Well, yeah, moth would be moth flavored, so that checks out. It's starting to come together for you? I started this run like 2 weeks ago though, so I'm a little trying to catch up, figure out where I was. It's a lot of corpses. I don't know how they all got there, but presumably raiders. Got 133 steel to use. 8 plasteel. Are you going cannibal? Nope. Not even a little bit. Never. Three wide is the best. Like, actually, in terms of tactics, it's 3 wide's the best. Well, there's an argument to be made about 5 wide, because you can throw a grenade right in the middle of a 5. Like, if you build a 5 wide corridor, and you throw a grenade right in the center, like you aim for this center square. No matter what, you can't hit the walls. So it'll only ever land in this like these center 3, and you can't hit the walls. So that's something said about that. But I don't play that way. 3 wide is the best because you can hold a door with 3. You put 3 pawns, 1 in armor and a shield in the middle, and then 2 in cover. I didn't realize I already had a crafting spot set up. We're gonna do this grav engine. Let's destroy it. Don't try this at home. Or do. I'm not your boss. You do whatever you want. Are you playing vanilla or modded Minecraft? I really hate Clemmy's haircut. He's got the no mustache whaler beard with a mohawk. Is the stream live on Twitch? Can anybody hear me over there? Is the stream not live, or are people just being super quiet on Twitch today? Okay, it's live, just being super quiet on Twitch. How does a flooding world work? Does the water level actually change? Or is it just mostly water to begin with? Have you ever played Eco? Oh, my phone was making noise, sorry. Have you ever played Eco? Don't the water levels go up in that game? Hey, Runs with Skizzers, how are you today? Isn't that a mechanic in Eco where if you produce too much pollution, the water levels go up? It's been so long since I played that, but I vaguely remember that being a thing. Anyway, sorry, I was all tapped. Alright. I think I ended up deciding to grow cotton for floors? Because I had so much food. I think that was the plan. I gotta finish walling this in. I have 3 wood. Lovely. Is that extra loud to you guys or just me? Everything else is at the right volume, but man, those grenades sound loud. Is there going to be a Project Zomboid stream soon? Probably in like 2 hours. Just thought I'd play this for a little bit this morning and then start a new run of Project Zomboid. What? Why are my ears ringing? We're offering earplugs in the merch store. I don't have a merch store. If I did, we'd have branded earplugs. Yeah, they'd be 35. I'm not unreasonable. No, I don't want to sell merch. I've always found that so strange. Like, obviously I don't want to judge people for enjoying things they enjoy, but I do not understand the impulse to want to wear a shirt with a streamer's logo on it. I don't even have a logo. My stream icon is just my face. Our Discord icon is the that painting that got ruined by the woman who thought she would... the woman who thought she would restore it on her own, even though she has zero experience restoring art. And she absolutely ruined it. That's the image for our Discord. Actually, as a joke, many, many years ago, somebody... I have a mug here. I have my change in it, so... Let me see if I can show it to you. Hold on. I don't have my webcam on right now. Somebody made this... and look, my beard's a lot more gray now. Somebody made this art, and as a joke, somebody put it on a t-shirt. But it's not for sale. I guess I could leave my webcam on. Yeah, I'm bald. What's it to you? How did you didn't get that from my stream icon? My YouTube icon? Knives, how are you today? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, you know how much money I spend on shampoo? Actually, a little bit. I do shampoo my beard. I recently bought one of those, I'm like a long time manual razor for shaving my head. So for about... Well, that's not entirely true, because I use like a beard clipper to like just do short, and then use a razor to do it the rest of the way. But I recently bought one of those like contour handheld electric razors, and it actually works pretty well. It's way less work. It's way less work. Works pretty well. Not that you guys care, but I'm just sharing. Just thought I'd share. Uh-oh. I messed up. Did you guys get your mouth washed out with soap when you were kids? Or is that just me? What an awful thing to do to a child. They don't do that anymore. On occasion you did? Every once in a while I did. Like if I said something really bad, I got mouth soap in my mouth. It's such a traumatizing thing to do to a child. Yeah, the wooden board is worse. Yeah, that's what's physical abuse is worse, but getting hit with a bell is obviously worse. No disputing that. You got threatened with it? I think I got threatened with it more than I got it, but I got it a few times. That's like some serious, like, hit somebody with a phone book kind of thing. Like, it doesn't leave any marks. It's only, it's just... The damage is underlying. You got hit with a Hot Wheels racetrack? I think you might have had abusive parents, buddy. This is the moment where it occurred to Twisted Man that his parents abused him. You got forced to write thousands of the same dull sentence for hours at a time? Oh my god. That's horrible. Hey, mental abuse is just as bad as physical abuse. Well, in different ways. Obviously, Some physical abuse is pretty horrendous and hard to compare mental abuse to, but well, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, the moral of the story is I would not ever put soap in my mouth again. Sounds bad. Could you imagine, though, if they did make a soap that tasted good enough that you could wash your mouth out with it? Just a quick rinse in the shower? Certain flavors weren't so bad? You name a flavor. Name a flavor you enjoyed. What about that coffee soap that is apparently caffeinated and you get the caffeine through your skin? What does that taste like? Yeah, Knives, you know how I broke the cycle? Not having children, which I realize is probably trauma-based, but, you know, it's whatever. Isn't that technically toothpaste soap for the mouth? As far as I understand it, toothpaste is soap, but it is so heavily masked by flavor that you can't tell. Isn't that right? Am I making that up? I vaguely remember that. Wouldn't mouthwash be closer to mouth soap? I don't know. Most mouthwash is alcohol-based, right? So it'd be a little bit more like rinsing your mouth out with vodka without the flavor. Although, maybe I'm wrong. I really could be wrong. I got some non-alcohol-based mouthwash. I mean, who hasn't rinsed their mouth out with vodka once or twice in their life? When you rinse your mouth out with vodka, do you swallow it or spit it out in the sink? Never drank? You shouldn't. You should never drink. Isn't drinking really, really, really uncommon in your generation? Good for you kids. Drinking's awful. What about caffeine? Do you use caffeine? I'm having a serious problem with power right now. Oh yeah, because you have ADHD, so it makes you tired. Yeah. That's not true for all people with ADHD, though, is it? Are the kids injecting it these days? No, I think they snort the powder. What, do you not use caffeine, Aces? I am a hard user. I've cut out every other drug, but you just switched to decaf. I think it's causing you problems. You think caffeine is causing you problems, or you think decaf is causing you problems? I do long bouts of switching to green tea, and then I go back to coffee until I start feeling my heart race, and then I go back to green tea again. Yeah. Cause you problems. I got you. I sleep a lot better when I don't drink coffee. Weirdly enough. I shouldn't say weirdly enough, because that's a pretty well-known thing, but... I say weirdly enough because for me, when I drink coffee, I crash hard by like 8 p.m. So you'd think, oh, I have no problem getting to sleep. That's not the issue. It's waking up. I wake up at like 1 or 2 a.m. and then have to go back to sleep. I think it's admirable that you think you're going to have enough money left over at 87 years old to snort cocaine, so good for you. I hope that works out for you. I'll be happy to have enough food. I'll be happy to be housed at 87. $20 for a pre-roll? How much do they cost you? God damn. Dude, I saw a sign. I don't use this stuff anymore, so I avoid it like the plague. But man, I saw a sign for 2 ounces for $35. What has happened to the price of that stuff? Holy shit. That is insane. I used to pay $150, sometimes more. $200 for an ounce. Fucking insane, man. 2 ounces for $35. I don't use that stuff anymore. I'm a strictly caffeine and water kind of person. Not voluntary. That sucks. Somebody roofie your drink? It stains your teeth a lot? Yeah, that part sucks. Yeah. I use a teeth whitener every few months just to cancel out the coffee stains. It just brings me back to normal. It doesn't whiten my teeth and it just removes the stains. It just puts me back to baseline. Definitely the worst part about coffee.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang.
Next month will be 111 months.
That's a crazy amount of time for resipping, man. Thank you so much, Kelwink. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you, sir. Can drink it through a straw like a crazy person? That's true. Yeah, no, that's true. Drinking hot liquids through a straw seems weird. Your parents gave you an edible and didn't tell you? Oh my god, that sucks. Hot cocoa through. Don't you burn yourself with a metal straw? I'm gonna start drinking coffee through a straw. I guess I do have stuff I could research. My bad. I have 200 silver. We could extend these walls a little bit. I have 199 steel. I need to save that. I need it for hydroponics tables. But I also need to protect this wind turbine. Yeah, hot liquids and plastic, not great. Terrible combination. Then again, your body's already, what, like 8% microplastics? So... a while back, I got rid of all of my synthetic clothing. There's like 75% of my clothes I got rid of. So now I live in just wool and cotton clothing. But I still think to myself, am I just wasting my time? Like, it's like filling a thimble full of ocean water and taking out the trash and then dumping it back in the ocean. We're like, well, I have done my part. I don't know, man. Really feels like a waste of time. Too late now. I got rid of all of it. He says it was an exaggeration. Obviously, I don't think I'm 8% plastic. No, the concern isn't ocean plastic, although, yes, that should be a greater concern for the world, not for most modernized countries that are regulated by environmental protection. But no, I'm talking about microplastics. Huge amount of microplastics comes from washing our clothing. And making our clothing. Although they do make these little mesh bags that you can wash your clothing in. Isn't that crazy, Chia Pet? If you go through and look through your clothing, you'll be surprised how few of your pieces of clothing are 100% cotton. Like, most are not. It's crazy. Like I said, I got rid of about 75% of my clothes. Most of the stuff is not 100% cotton or 100% wool. Most stuff has, at best, like 60%, 70% cotton with some synthetics added in for durability or stretch. No, isn't the current estimation that you have about a credit card's amount of plastic in your body? The 8% bit was a joke. I wasn't being serious about that. I'm not commenting on whether or not that's factual. I'm just saying that's the current pop culture estimate. This is certainly not the place to debate whether or not it's true. It's irrelevant. Sure, but me reading you say it's incorrect is as valid as me reading that it's correct. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. I understand you believe that, and you might be right. I'm not here to comment on what is true and what's false. Frankly, I don't know. For me, it's just, it seems as if it's enough of a problem that I got to a point in my life where I wanted to get rid of my plastic clothing, my synthetic clothing. I have a couple running shirts that are synthetic that I added back into my wardrobe, so to speak. Because I don't know if you've ever tried running in cotton. It's not comfortable. My day's been pretty well. Thank you for asking. I woke up at 7 and surfed Reddit until 8, so not great there, but then I got up and I started a side business a while back. Chia Pet, I'm streaming on 3 platforms, so my chat is all combined into one, so I'm just talking to people on multiple chats. Sometimes YouTube, sometimes Twitch. Run naked. Some people do run in only shorts, yeah. Is Reddit very interesting? Nope. It's just brain rot. But anyway, I've been working on my side business. It's been pretty fun. I used to stream full-time, and now it's mostly just stream part-time. Make YouTube videos part-time and sell books part-time. Am I on joystick? Would you watch? How would you stream on... how would you multi-stream to joystick and Twitch at the same time? I'm sad that I even know what that is. Wait, how do you know what that is? No, I've been multi-streaming... I've been streaming on Twitch for like a decade now. And then I started multi-streaming to YouTube. And then I started multi-streaming to Kick as well. Although... I don't know how I feel about Kick. You watch a few guys on there? What do they... I don't know if I want to ask that question. I was going to ask, what do they do? They just like... Never mind. Mostly rare books, Chia Pet. Mostly rare books. Almost exclusively rare books, yeah. Play with their joysticks? Yeah, but it's like, do they game while they do that? That's my question. It's like, do you play games while doing that? Isn't it like an adults gaming site though? Isn't that the premise? That it's like a camming site with video games? Or am I mistaken? But yeah, Chia Pet, a lot of first editions. I mostly look for rare books, sometimes signed books. Got a couple signed books that I'm selling. Mostly vintage stuff from the 70s or 80s or earlier. Not exclusive to the... Oh, okay. I got you. I went in with a family member and bought some... storage units. And so far, we've gotten quite a bit out of those storage units. Got some silver. Got a bunch of Pokemon cards. Sold some Pokemon cards. I got a 35... Oh, so I was going through these DVDs. We got like 250 DVDs from a storage unit. And I was going through the DVDs to make sure they were all... The DVD was all in there. And I opened up the Pikachu Detective DVD case, and there was a Pokemon card in there. Pokemon card's worth $30. Oh, fuck yeah, man. DVD. I don't have a TV. I don't have a DVD player. But there were some DVDs in that collection that I thought to myself, God damn, I want to watch those. Full set, they're not the extended editions, or I would have kept them, but full set of the theatrical release of Lord of the Rings. It was Waterworld. Oh, what else was there? There were a bunch of good ones that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. Joystick has no ads? How do they monetize? How do they make money? Well, I'll keep that in mind, malt flavor jam. That at least you'll watch if I stream on Joystick. Thank you. Yeah, we got a $400 guitar from one of the storage units. One of them had like 500 different tools in it. Insane. I found a 1954 Canadian dollar that has like a special print on. Like there's some just random stuff that you get from those things. They're pretty cool. I found some silver coins. Found a bunch of wheat pennies. Kind of like some not safe for work places that use a coin as subscription model. Oh, so it's like how any cam website monetizes. Okay, I got you. Auctions online. The first one was only 150 bucks. And we got, it was like a 3x10. That's the one that had the $400 guitar. I've already sold about $150 worth of books from it. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, Malt Flavor Jam. Sorry about the ads. If you watch on Firefox, there's a really good plugin or extension or whatever you want to call it that you can use for that. I don't know if you're still here, but oh, I'm definitely holding on to the silver. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out for books that I actually want. Like, there's some first editions that I would love to get my hands on, but they're expensive, hard to get. I'm doing a lot of estate sales too. You get some good books at estate sales. Storage unit buying is the adult version of opening the Pokemon baseball card packs. 100%, man. It is like 100% gambling, and it's a lot of work on top of it because I'd say over half of the stuff in there you have to throw out. You wouldn't believe how much stuff I had to throw out, take to the dump. I'd say like maybe 10% is worth selling on eBay, and maybe 20% is worth garage selling, and the remainder is just through throw out. But you make enough money on the 10% that it's worth doing, so far at least. I've been doing it with a family member, and we've so far, maybe we've gotten lucky, but so far we've ended up on each one. But I've been working on getting a garage sale going. A lot of work. Between that, trying to stay on top of selling books and trying to make YouTube videos. There hasn't been a lot of time left. Streaming has been taking a hit. No hazard concerns yet? You mean like biohazard, or do you mean like there've been some questionable things for sure. The last one we did, we found some some things you do not want to touch. Now, the only bugs we found have been dead bugs from mostly I guess they're like Japanese stink bugs. You know the ones I'm talking about? The ones that are like flat and like oval shape? That's a lot of enemies. Pretty sure they're an invasive species. But no, we haven't found any mold or anything like that yet. Definitely found some things you don't want to touch, but that's more of a gross factor than hazard factor. Yeah, those like Japanese stink bugs we get all over the place here. Don't you do it, you son of a bitch. My wind turbine! God damn it. Oh, he started it on fire. Cool. Didn't the snow put the fire out? Oh, cool. Lost my robot. Okay, the snow did put the fire out. Nice parka. No, don't fucking do it. God damn it. This guy has a flag vest on? These guys are being real dicks. Yeah, my wind turbine's gonna get destroyed. I have steel that I can replace it with. That's exactly why I have to wall that in as soon as possible. That flag vest would be nice. I don't think I can catch him though. Oh, my poor little robot. Anyway. Now you gotta haul all this stuff yourself. That sucks. Man, I gotta rebuild that fucking wind turbine. What a nuisance. Anyway, I'm gonna play this for another hour or so. I'll switch and play some Project Zomboid for a little bit. Hey Greg, what's up, man? How are you today? How's business? What do you mean you don't like eating nutrient paste? You don't like eating slime every day? Mr. Fancy over here doesn't like eating slime every day. Maybe I should do something about these corpses. Hope therapy goes well for you. I can't actually resurrect my mech. I would need a gestator, and there's no way I can make a gestator. I mean, I guess I could, but it doesn't seem like a very good idea right now. Almost at this point, rather get a second colonist, although it's kind of risky. I don't have a gun for him. I just destroyed all my guns. Oops. Probably shouldn't have destroyed all my guns. Yeah, it's negative 106 Fahrenheit outside, so it stopped real quick because the heater shut off. My wind turbine got destroyed, and you know. Things haven't been going so well. Lost quite a bit of steel. By the way, guys, the next episode of the Asteroid playthrough was supposed to be up this morning by 10 a.m. and I got so sidetracked that I forgot to upload it, so it'll be up as soon as the stream's over. Yeah, the volcanic winter is not helping things. Negative 110. This character can survive down to negative 102 without issue. So that's not too bad other than the slept in the cold debuff. I don't get how they get slept in the cold when they're bundled up. I guess their face is a little cold. Hey Miranda, how are you today? I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream or not. I got an estate sale I'm going to tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's like a 30-minute drive. So I don't know if I'll be back at a reasonable time for streaming. Stream in the afternoon, maybe. You think grenading corpses is a war crime? Says who? I don't think the Geneva Convention exists. You know how ridiculous that sounds, though? Like, grenading a living human being, not a war crime. Grenading a dead human being? Oh, wow. Whoa. Hold the phone. Don't get me wrong, I understand the principle, the underlying principle, but like, in a certain context, it sounds absolutely ridiculous. Sissy? No. No, we don't need anyone here named Sissy. Sorry, no room at the inn. Son of a bitch. I cannot get ahead of the power problems. It's too cold to grow in here anyway, isn't it? I have enough food to last me a while, but I feel like I should save enough steel to replace the wind turbine if that gets destroyed again. There's 2 ship parts. Oh, good. Alright. There's 2 ship parts that I could use. I'm all alone. I don't have a robot to help me. Is that dude in a t-shirt? Bold move. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Where are you going? Okay. Well, that was... Wait, is there more? That was anticlimactic. Yeah, there's 2 ship parts up there. That's what, 60 steel? Could use that. Nika's running for it. Good luck, buddy. Oh, nope, you did not get far. I mean, it is fucked up. Not denying that. How's the weather where you guys are? Is it nice and spring-ish? Has spring finally come for you guys? It's come for you. Spring has come for me. This is on Randy, yeah. Probably should have put that in the title, sorry. Imagine you're trying to research and the power is just flickering nonstop near you. Yeah, and it's negative 112 Fahrenheit outside, and your heat keeps turning on and off constantly. I get anxiety just from the noise of the power flickering. Imagine how the character feels. I'm dressing for freezing in the morning, 80s by noon. Oh my god. That's actually exactly how it is here, yeah. I go out in the morning at like 8, expecting generally warm weather, and it's so cold I have to put sweats in and sweater on or sweatshirt on, and then by noon it's warmed up so much that I'm sweating. It's supposed to be 70 here, which is pretty nice. I was gonna have a garage sale this weekend, but it's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday. That sucks. Well, might have to put that off. Last week morning was 38 and the afternoon was 82. Oh my god. That sounds really nice. I have a good friend who moved out to Southern California, and he brags about the weather, and I don't want to say it's annoying, but a bit of envy. A little bit of envy. Hey, Fox One. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? When you say small shorts, do you mean like cut off jean short shorts? like Dennis wears? For mobility purposes, of course. I'm doing a CS challenge, yes, and I'm not a cannibal. Correct. That's right. Psychically dull jogger. Hasn't eaten an ounce of human meat since we started. I mean, does it ever happen? You know, occasionally. Sometimes characters are about to die and they have no other choice. Like, I'm doing a playthrough on YouTube that is an asteroid playthrough. Like, they have to live on an asteroid and try to escape. And they're not cannibals, but, you know, they ran out of food at one point. It happens. With every 2 and 5 day raid? What does that mean? Steak is steak? Do you really feel that way? What kind of oil? We use natural gas around here. What kind of oil do they use on the East Coast? Oh, you're the first one to expire, so you're going to be the one who gets eaten, is what you're saying. Alright, well. At least you help keep your friends alive, or the strangers who are on the plane with you. I think it's just called heating oil? Really? Do any of you live on the East Coast and use heating oil? It costs $5.61 a gallon? Jesus Christ, how long does a gallon last? I've never heard of heating oil before. With how absolutely awful things are at the moment, politically speaking, I'm sure we all want to avoid politics conversations, so we just won't go into that. absolute quagmire. But I feel bad for people who are using heating oil. My moral of the story. Few times a year? Seriously? Jesus Christ. Do you have any guide for my playthrough? Because every time the reached above, it's slowly becoming a repeating process. I'm not sure what you mean. I have guides on YouTube that you can look at, but I'm not sure they're going to be what you're looking for. They're mostly mechanics guides. They're not like playthrough guides. If there's anything in the game mechanically that you're a bit confused about, those could very well help you, but most of the ash is settled, so it should warm up a little bit. Hopefully we can get back to growing some cotton. We can cut up a muffalo and use its leather for a door out here. Clemmy just basically cut a rectangle in the ice and then attached a rope to the muffalo corpse and then just dangled the muffalo corpse down to the water. It froze back over and got one fresh muffalo corpse. Unfortunately, it's not enough for 2 doors. It's only enough for 1. We'll make it work. The games become boring in mid-games. Buddy, I don't think there's going to be a guide in existence that's going to help you not be bored. Sorry. Might just be that you just don't enjoy that that point in the game. Try maybe doing some roleplay stuff, add some story in. I don't know, man. Try playing a different game for a little bit. I don't know. I was mindlessly surfing BrainRot this morning when I woke up, and I saw an article that was talking about the difference between competitive gaming and relaxation gaming on anxiety levels. And it might have all been bullshit. I really did not read too deeply into it because I didn't care that much, but apparently they discovered a higher level of anxiety in people who play to win or play competitive games trying to win compared to people who just play specifically to relax. And it made me think, oh, well, I play mostly games that aren't competitive. I play mostly games that are relaxation games. But then I thought, wait a second, I try to win RimWorld all the time. Maybe I should stop trying to win at RimWorld. And I thought, oh, I play Project Zomboid too. Project Zomboid you don't try to win because you can't win. But Project Zomboid's got to be an inherently stressful game, right? I don't know if that counts as a relaxation game. I do feel that when I make... Or, sorry, when I play RimWorld to make a YouTube video, it is more relaxing. And I do wonder if it's because I'm not trying to win. I just have zero interest in actually winning when I'm making a YouTube video. Because if I die, whatever, I'll just end the series and make a new YouTube video. But when I play on stream, I always feel like I need an objective. Like I need to try to win, to work towards something, to have fun. But then maybe this is the wrong way to go about it. Maybe that's not the right way to go about it. trying to wrap up the Asteroid playthrough, because it is getting a bit stale, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I don't want to just end it, because people complain when I do that. Yes, the most inherently stressful games are RTS PvP games, for sure, yeah. I never get stressed out when I'm playing... Well, that's not true. Some competitive FPS games stress me out. Like, Escape from Tarkov stresses me out. Back when I played CSGO, CSGO did not stress me out. PUBG stressed me out. So, hit or miss. I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2. Like, I'd go to local tournaments and stuff when it first came out. Played exclusively StarCraft 2 for years. That game stressed me out like crazy. I think that was one of the most stressful games I've ever played. I ended up just stopping because it was too stressful. I always consider keeping everyone alive winning, but then how do you know when you're done? Like, how do you know the run is over? Yeah, Tarkov's also just one of the... Yeah. Tarkov has the added element that you can lose everything, which is, like, all of your hard work can just get washed away in an instant, and you have no idea what even happened. So, that is kind of a unique game in that regard. Agreed. I still occasionally play Tarkov, single-player Tarkov with my friend. But there's nothing, like, there's nothing stressful about that. Does it really have to be over? Yeah, I mean... I don't know, like... Don't you get bored? Like, after a while, don't you think, like, what else is there to do? Is that, I guess that's the victory, is just you play till you get bored? Or you just don't play till you don't want to play anymore? I guess I have a little bit of a different perspective to it because for the longest time I played RimWorld exclusively and cared about viewership and cared about subs and stuff like that. And I was always thinking, if I end this run, then I don't know what I'll play next. Like, I don't know what the next run will be. Or people might enjoy the next run less than the current one, that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's really any different. Well, that's quite a bit of food and quite a bit of steel. Might be able to wall the rest of this wind turbine in. I don't know. The only point of me talking about this at all was that I do notice a different level of stress playing a run like this versus a run like a YouTube series run. This is much less relaxing. Which is fine, because I'm trying to entertain you guys, and if my suffering can entertain you, then that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's great. If my suffering can entertain you, then that's great. Sorry I haven't been suffering today. I'll try to suffer more. I really should use a caravan to haul that in. My friend died. RIP friend. Did any of you guys ever listen to the podcast or watch the... I mean, it became a video, a vodcast? Is that what you call it? It became a video podcast after a while, but did you guys ever listen to Harmontown? They would play D&D at the end of episodes, and after a while they got around to playing Shadowrun, and there was a character named Dr. Friend. Hey Kem, how are you today? Yeah, Dan Harmon's podcast, yeah. He really could be insufferable at times, though, I'll tell you what. But all in all, I enjoyed the podcast. Sometimes he'd get so belligerently drunk. Maybe belligerent's not the right... Well, that probably is the right word. Just so absolutely blackout drunk that it was just horrible, but... But all in all, I'd say I'd rather enjoyed the podcast. I listened to it many, many, many years ago and then went back just like last year and listened to it again. I'm gonna be honest, I've never used AI at all for making videos. I'm trying to think of a single time where I've ever used AI for videos. I've used it for other stuff, but... I got accused of being AI once, but other than that, I never used AI. I don't know. I mean, I agree with you on one hand, and on the other hand, when you put out a video that gets a lot of views and you get the ad revenue for it, I don't blame people for chasing it. The ad revenue for a highly viewed video is pretty insane. Way more than what you make on Twitch. But I definitely understand the appeal of not caring about that at all and making videos just for fun. Really? They keep raising the threshold and demonetizing? Really? Oh, I've not had that problem. What, it was like a certain amount of subscribers or view hours or something? How'd that work? I got you. Oh, okay. You still make videos for fun? Music. Oh, what kind of music? I think if I were going to make videos purely for fun, with absolutely no regard for views or ad revenue or anything, I would probably make outdoor stuff. Like hiking videos, mushroom hunting videos, that sort of stuff. You know what apparently is really big? Is thrifting videos. You guys ever watch videos about people thrifting or going to garage sales and stuff? Or estate sales? I can't do it because I personally have a pet peeve of people talking in public as if no other people aren't there. You know what I mean? Like people who are on their phone and they're having a loud conversation in public. Oh, the worst. Especially when they're at a volume with zero consideration for people around them. And people who stream on their phone and do that are on that list of people that I find insufferable. People who are going to record in public with zero regard for the people around them. If it were me, I'd be whispering. I'm streaming on my phone. Look what we have here, guys. Well, keep your voice down. There's people. That's why the idea of like a outdoor hiking stream is appealing to me, because you come across one or two people every once in a while. But although it is pretty amusing when you're out on a trail and you hear somebody like half a mile away having a conversation because they don't realize their voice carries through the woods. You're gonna spend some time off the grid? You're thinking the same, actually? I like those videos. Those videos are fun to watch. The off-grid videos. No, I've never watched Ludwig. I've heard of him, but I'm not a big fan of watching like big content creators. Yeah, you need a real camera. Yeah, I'm hesitant to try to do it on my phone. It's something I've thought about doing, though. I really enjoy being out in the woods. Very relaxing. I didn't take it as you plug. I mean, the dude's such a huge content creator that I don't think it matters in the slightest. I usually do not feel weird about that. The only time I ever feel weird about that is when somebody's talking about someone doing exactly the same thing that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like another streamer or something, or I don't know. Sometimes it feels weird. I don't ban people for doing it though. I don't care that much. Also doing an ice challenge with the same threat. Awesome. What start scenario did you use? Chem, I'm trying to remember. I think they do slow down when they walk over each other. I think. I'm trying to remember, and I'm having trouble remembering, but I think they do. Were you planning on being a Mechanitor? So this is a Rich Explorer start. Character has a mech link. So I guess they're technically a Mechanitor, but this is a dead robot, not a unpowered one. I think the climbing thing is Dwarf Fortress. I don't think Rimworld counts it as climbing. But I think, and I could be wrong, but I think it's as if they were walking over an occupied space like a sandbag, but I might be wrong about that. No, because he doesn't get a movement slow from going over the mech corpse. So I don't know. Let's test it when we get another pawn. I wish I had a clear answer for you, but I don't. It's one of those things that I just take for granted and I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to. Yeah, unfortunately my lifter bot got killed in a raid today, so he's down for the count until I can build a mech gestator. Yeah, once I get my second character, I'll test it or revive my robot. I'm not too far from being able to get my second pawn. I could build 2 more hydroponics and then we'd be good to go. I got tons of food. So at this point, it's just really waiting for a decent pawn. Noob was decent, but he was paralytic a bit. Oh god, he was really decent. Oh well. He was paralytic Abasia, and I didn't really want to paralyze pawn at the moment, but now that I look at his stats, I kind of regret it. Oh well. And now I have a raid. It's only 1 pawn though. I got rid of a lot of wealth that was on the map, so our raid points have gone down quite a bit. Oh, there's another ship chunk. It's negative 99 out. Dude's already getting hypothermia. I don't really think I have much to worry about here. Oh. Retreat! Dude's railing a line of cocaine. I do have to worry about my mood. If I break here to get the runs over, I don't have any backup. This is really bad. Might be the end of the run here. There's not anything I can do about it besides just hope for the best. Oh, I need that ambrosia. Okay, he dropped his weapon. That's good. I gotta go for it. If I break, it's over. Oh, cocaine. Take the cocaine. Quick. That should be good. He could still break, or yeah, he. Wow, that was quick. Still stressed. I need to get rid of these corpses. Let's go ahead and have him carrying around 1 yayo. I'll probably even carry around 1 ambrosia too. Has to go back and have a nutrient-based meal. Just... The jade could potentially be useful for walls, but I'm not so worried about it. I guess I can't destroy jade with frag grenades anyway, can I? We got a few things to smelt. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Picking up a pile of cocaine from the snow. Just put it in your mouth. Wait, what? I don't want to put knives there. It's not what I meant to do. Dude was carrying a knife and I got a knife in my mind. Alright, there we go. Everything's cleaned up for the most part. Could go get rid of this one too. Normally corpses rot and turn to 0 wealth as soon as they rot, but a fresh corpse is worth like, I don't know, how much is a fresh corpse worth? 200 wealth, I want to say? Something like that. The clothing is worth a tiny bit, not very much, but it's got a little bit of wealth to it. You can't trade it, but it still has a tiny bit of wealth attached to it. So we get rid of those corpses, and it helps lower the colony wealth as a total. I was trying to make cotton or grow cotton for carpet. I suppose I don't need to smelt that down right away. I'm gonna figure out how much more I need. Be back in just a minute. Thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow on Twitch. Make sure you give the YouTube stream a like. It helps out a lot. Greatly appreciate it. I'm just gonna use the bathroom and get some water or something. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Where were we? I can play this for another 15, 20, 30, maybe 45 minutes. And I'm gonna play some Project Zomboid for a bit. And we'll see. We'll see how well the run goes. If I'm making good progress, I might keep playing this. I did intend to play Project Zomboid today, though. I'm wearing a slightly green t-shirt today. So I'm slightly see-through. Probably should have switched t-shirts, but... I couldn't be bothered. My cup is also kind of see-through. Oh well. Nobody's complaining. I wouldn't care if people did complain. Which is probably not the right attitude, but... Sorry. Wonderful. Do I get aggravated with the mechanics that... No, not really. I don't want the game to be too easy either. I like story, but I don't want it to be too easy. Because I think it's boring. I feel like those kind of mechanics are there to increase the challenge. What about you? Do you get aggravated by those kind of mechanics? Usually they're not frivolous. Usually they're there for a reason. I imagine there was a point in time where that mechanic wasn't there, somewhere along the game development line, and it just didn't work as well. Maybe I'm not answering your question correctly, though. I don't know. Oops. That's a bad time to move that. Can't you turn that off, though? I guess you still have, if you do wealth independent, you still have a timer. Okay. Hey, Safari, how are you today? Why would there be flies on the North Pole? Oh my god, I hate that noise so much. Can I get a mod that turns that noise off? Does that exist? Tomorrow's the 31st, right? What's your walls made out of? Oh, all sorts of different stuff. This is wood. This is silver. Got a little bit of plasteel mixed in there. Got a little bit of steel. It's mostly wood and silver at this point, which is just horrible material for what we're doing here, but... Unfortunately, resources are pretty scarce, so... There's not a lot of options. There's a few ship parts I could deconstruct. And I could use the steel, but you really, really, really need steel for advancing through the tech tree. Like getting the high-tech research bench going is really important. We can no longer deep drill at all. They completely removed deep drilling. Well, from sea ice, I mean. For the longest time, you couldn't deep drill on sea ice, and then they've changed how deep drilling worked, and inadvertently made it so you could deep drill on sea ice. And then they finally got around to changing it back, not changing it back, but making it so you can no longer deep drill again. So steel is pretty precious. I'm at the point now where I do want to get another pawn. Second columnist would be really helpful. I guess I could build a gestator. The question is, though, where will I build the gestator? I could build it, like, here? Move the smelter, maybe? Maybe? Maybe put the smelter up here? That could work. I'd lose out on the heat that gets produced when you smelt, but that's basically nothing at this point. Clean your bedroom. Yeah, I think it is worthwhile to rebuild the mech, or regrow the mech. Miss our little friend. Our little friend. Need an encoder? To make more mechs, if that's what you're talking about. To revive a mech, you don't need an encoder. When you play Ridge Explorer CIS, you build walls out of anything? Exactly. Build walls out of literally anything. Silver is nice because you can always deconstruct it when you want to trade. You do lose half the silver, but it's not that much. You turn the sound... Oh, you're talking about from earlier when I asked if there was a mod? How'd our friend die? From a raid. He got shot. Shot through the thorax. And you're to blame. You give robots a bad name? No, that can't be right. And we're resurrecting. Are you kidding me? I put my bot in the gestator to resurrect, and immediately we get a solar flare? Unbelievable. Does ambrosia rot in your pocket? If you're in freezing cold temperature, does it count your body heat, or does it count the atmospheric temperature? Imagine having ambrosia rot in your pocket. Skin mites eat it. Yum. Don't skin mites eat skin? Yeah. They're not into ambrosia. Okay, our robot is reviving. Unfortunately, the power's gonna go out again. Nah, just turn these off. This is a waste. Been having such a terrible time keeping the hydroponic tables going. We've been growing wood, but that's about it. Why is life in the middle of a frozen ocean so difficult? Why is it so hard to live in the middle of a frozen ocean? in the middle of a slab of ice floating through the ocean. I'd like to get a tailor bench so I can start combining this all into patch leather. I do have 2 muffalo ready to go as emergency food supply if I do end up needing it, but I'm hoping we can just leave it in there for a while. Anything that you store in a grave will stay fresh and full durability forever. One time I left a pawn in a grave on sea ice for about 10 years and then dug him up and resurrected him with a resurrection mech serum. Worked perfectly fine. They were preserved basically the exact same as when they died. And there goes the power and my sanity. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Wait, you played so much cold biome so lately you've been only doing dessert? Or desert? Because that's a very important distinction when you're talking about doing things. Didn't they make a movie about that? Sorry, that's inappropriate. I apologize. I've only been doing dessert lately. Skip lunch, skip breakfast, skip dinner. I ate half a loaf of banana bread last night. No, I'm just kidding. I did have a little bit of banana bread, but not half a loaf. That'd be ridiculous. Wasn't there a doctor who lived off of Twinkies alone for a year to prove that weight loss was calories in, calories out? He was only doing dessert. Seems like you'd never be satiated on a Twinkie-only diet. Do you mean the Subway guy? No, I'm talking about a doctor who lived off of only Twinkies for a year. Oh, sorry. This one is a convenience store diet. Hold on a second. Yes, I'm sorry. It wasn't just Twinkies. It was basically, I can't link it. Shit. Just Google doctor lives off Twinkies for a year and you'll get the articles that talk about it. He lost 27 pounds living off of Twinkie-like substance, like Hostess stuff, you know what I mean? Like all those various kinds of zebra cakes and whatever those like layered chocolate things are. They're all disgusting, but he did it for a year, lost 27 pounds. I guess I was using the term doctor a little loosely because he was not a physician, he's a professor of nutrition. Which is still technically a doctor, but not a physician. Yeah, I think Swiss rolls were on the list. He lived off of Twinkies. Swiss rolls were one of them. Zebra cakes and what have you. Swiss rolls are the chocolate swirl, right? With like cream in the middle. Those used to be so much better like 20 years ago. Did they change the recipe or is it just now I'm an adult and my taste buds are different? I'm 90% sure they taste way different now, though. They were top tier back in, like, 98. 2000. Could be just your taste changes over time. It could be that. But let's Google this. There's been no major announcement about a major recipe overhaul. But fans have noted changes in size and potential taste differences. Notably texture. That's what I think is the big one, texture. Anyway. You had some carrot cake just now? Like for breakfast? I would really applaud you if you had carrot cake for breakfast. Good for you. Or are you just stating it in general? Like, yeah, I had some carrot cake. Like, it was like it's a week and a half ago. But yeah, I had some carrot cake. Have you ever had zucchini bread before? I made zucchini bread with the zucchini I grew from the garden not last year. Would have been the year before, because I think my zucchinis failed last year. The year before last, I made some zucchini bread. Never had it before, ever. It's shockingly delicious. It doesn't taste anything like zucchini. It just tastes like banana bread, basically, without bananas. It's like a really sweet, cake-like bread. Really, really good. I never would have guessed zucchini bread would be kind of dessert-like. Not the first thing that pops in your head when you're thinking of zucchinis. Forest weather for grill. Oh, interesting. A Vaxxu helmet would actually be pretty good here. Foggy rain would be bad, but that Vaxxu helmet would be good. Zucchini feels horrible on the tongue for me. Wait, what? How are you putting it in your mouth? I'm sorry for asking that. That's inappropriate. I apologize. You're putting it in your mouth wrong, though. Your girlfriend forced you to eat zucchinis? Wait, how did she put it in your mouth? Oh my god. You guys are putting the zucchini in your mouth wrong. I was willing to try eating zucchini until she told you to put it in your mouth raw. And uncut. She didn't even wash it. She just told me to put it in my mouth, and I did. It was very unpleasant. She seemed to enjoy it, but I did not like it. It feels so furry? Really? Weird. Weird. At this point, I have enough food to last me for like 2 months. The problem is, you never have as much food as you think you have on sea ice. Like, you add your second pawn and you're thinking you have plenty of food, and then you're out of food in days. They'll have to remove the dyes they currently use in it? What dyes do they currently use in it? Hey, speaking of dye, that's a crazy coincidence. What a wild, bizarre coincidence. You can't use those, that's illegal. Miranda, you should have eaten it this morning. I'm a little disappointed in you. I'd say eat it as soon as you get home, but first of all, your children might want it. Second of all, save it for tomorrow morning and eat it as soon as you wake up tomorrow to make up for today. Look, I don't want to get into a talk about politics, but just briefly, quick question. Is it because of the unhinged dude who's in charge of the... What's the title of what he's in charge of? You know what I'm talking about. There's only so many, well, actually there's a lot of unhinged people, but... Yeah, isn't that why some cereals that are sold in both European countries and the United States have different colors? Probably a pretty reasonable thing. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion, though. The eclipse is making everything look green. Not enough red dye. Maybe I go ahead and use this steel to wall this in. How much would I need? 30 for that? No, that's not right. 35. 40. 75? That's gotta be worth it. I can always deconstruct that stuff when I need to. Go ahead and wall that in. Make sure the roof stays gone. Oh, it already is. Wait, so the problem is not having dyes? Is that what you're suggesting here? I think I'm probably gonna switch and play some Project Zomboid for a little bit. Well, maybe I'll wait and play that Wednesday, because I can't stream tomorrow. I don't think. Maybe I can stream in the afternoon tomorrow, but I don't think I can stream tomorrow. I don't think there's really anything else I want to research. I could try to build a high-tech research bench. Nope, I only have 150. I need 250. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here for now. Go get some work done on some other things. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. If I do stream, it'll be in like 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll play some Project Zomboid on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure you follow the channel.